I'm scrolling down. I did not feel like dragging out my guitar right now. It is November 6, 2019, 9:25 a.m. This is episode 676. I apologize. I have a cold that Amanda gave me. I'm going to blame her because I think she had it a couple weeks ago or last week or something. But she gives me a lot of good stuff too, so I'm not going to complain too much about that. And I think she still might have it. She told me that she has been sneezer magoo all morning. So I'm quoting her now. She actually told me that like 30 seconds ago. I did this idea, I had this idea about 2 or 3 weeks ago, and I drew out the rough for CNN along with a whole bunch of others, and I didn't think it was the strongest one that week. And I put it aside, but I still kind of liked it. And whenever I posted the roughs like I do on my blog every now and then, and when this one was included, some people told me that it was their favorite. So yesterday I thought, you know what, I can work this out pretty quick. Let me do it now because I think it's a good time for it after Rand Paul at that Kentucky hate rally for Trump was demanding that the media do its job and expose the whistleblower. Publish his name. There's a lot of debate about that. It is not the media's job to expose people like that, even though a lot of people in the media think that they know who the whistleblower is. But the thing is, it's not really important who he is. It's probably more important what he is. And we have a really good idea that he is a career professional in the CIA, and it is a he, most likely. I could be totally wrong about that, though. And so it's not really important who he is, and you don't really expose people. Reporters keep their sources close to the chest, and while they might say pretty much what they are, they don't name them. They protect their sources, and this isn't really the same thing, but it is a federal law not to expose a whistleblower. I don't think that really applies to the press, but it's a good thing to abide by if it's going to endanger someone's life. I mean, there are reasons that we protect whistleblowers by law. And the government even gives mandatory classes to employees about whistleblowing. It's very serious. So for a senator to go out there and yell that the media needs to expose him, well, they shouldn't be taken seriously. And so there's no advantage for anyone in the media to expose a guy whenever it can threaten his life. And if you think it won't threaten his life, let me remind you about Comet Pizza. Let me remind you about the abortion clinic in Colorado Springs, where the guy went there because they were selling dead baby body parts, which they were not. It was just by that anti-Planned Parenthood video that those Veritas liars. So, yeah, we cannot expose the whistleblower. The whistleblower is willing to testify to answer written questions, but Donald Trump and Republicans think that's a horrible idea. Of course, they think it's a great idea when Donald Trump has to answer questions, but it's a horrible idea for anyone else. They want this guy exposed, and because they can't attack, the message, so they're gonna attack the messenger, and maybe in this case they can actually put his life in danger. His lawyer is already receiving death threats, so, yeah. Bad Republicans. Shout-outs. Robert Cotino said, meanwhile, congratulations, I think, on getting a dim legislature just before the census. There's a cartoon on last night's election, but I focus more on the blue moon of Kentucky. So, yeah, I'm real happy about that. Democrats won in an off-year election in districts that Republicans drew. So, hey, how about that? Virginia is gone for the GOP. And also, Cotino says, congrats to Nationals continuing to make America great by having an evil man throw acid onto another man just because he is Hispanic. Exactly, right. And Amanda said that man snuggle was awkward AF. If you don't know what AF is, I just recommend that you spend a little time thinking about it. AF, Mrs. Sneezer Magoo. Who I love very much. I love you, Sneezer Magoo. All right, anyway, TJ says LOL. Thanks, TJ. And I think that's my favorite comment he's ever made. And Ariel says, dude, they found a couple of Nationals players who are Trump fans willing to claim to be for the celebrity or money. Who knows? You're about to have an aneurysm. Chill. you do understand it's my job to get upset about things, right? Some say that you can't really draw a good cartoon unless you are angry about it. I have the right to be angry about that. Okay, I live here. I watch this area support these guys, and then I see them go out there and kiss Donald Trump's ass. Yeah, I'm not going to have an aneurysm, but I am going to be kind of upset about that. Not happy. So anyway, thanks Ariel. Thanks everybody else for the shout outs. If you give a shout out, I would give you a comment, and if you click the red button, I will thank you so much and love you forever. Goodbye.